Good morning everyone. Today we'll have another Genshin Impact News Digest. There's a few headlines today. The first and most exciting news is that there is going to be a new mob, a new Heliotrop Mr. Wii that is going to drop Primogems in the game. He can be found randomly in the game, and I'll go behind the depth and the stories behind this monster, and this is quite legitimate. We'll go into estimation of the Primogems as well. Very excited for this. After that, we'll look into the price changes on Apple, Google and PSN stores for a few countries. And Zena here talks about it, and this is quite impactful because of the changes for Apple Store reinforcing the changes of those regions. Next up, we have a new tarot card posted by miHoYo with the particular Fatui listing. So you can see actually a few Fatui members, and what this is actually an official post by miHoYo as a teaser. There are also a few small newses which I can share with you guys after those three, but those three are the headlines for today. So let's get started. So the Heliotrop that drops Primogems was initially brought to my attention by Big Henry over here. Thank you him for that. Now I have heard about this, but I thought it was a joke, so I went into deeper research. I saw that there is a post that collected everything about patch 1.1 that is known so far. So after that, what we can see is in the other stuff section, you can see there is a new mob with Wii that is similar to the Mora Squirrel that can drop Primogems and random items. So let's have a look at the picture of this monster. So this is what he looks like, Mr. Wii, and this is going to be a new Heliotrop in patch 1.1. I do go into more details about this. So initially we look at the little gold creature that is a squirrel. The squirrel drops anywhere from 1 gold to 500 to 1000 Mora. I couldn't find a picture of the squirrel, but most people are saying that, this is how much it drops, and I have been killing a lot of those squirrels before. They found randomly, they burrow up, and we found them. So what about the Heliotrops? So after further lookup, there is more information with IGN as well, which is quite trusted. So I am believing this is true. I don't think this is a rumor because I think it was showed in the stream, but I couldn't find exactly where. So you can see in IGN that says the team designed a monster in the game, Camel, as the company president, Forrest Wu, in the Heliotrop form. Basically they said players, whenever you feel you're in bad mode, there's something there's something you're not happy about in the game. After you voice your concerns with the feedback, you can also find this unusual troll and send all your frustrations at their president. So it's a pretty fun and gimmicking way, and this is what he looks like. So Wii is actually the president's name. It's one of the words in his name. So basically they designed a Heliotrop that drops Primogems for the president. Now let's have a quick calculation of the estimations of the Primogems from this Mr. President Heliotrop. So I'm estimating about 2, 5, 10 Primogems for each of the monster drops. I have found at least 5 little gold squirrels before, so if it's on the same spawn rate, so we'll be looking at least 5 or maybe 10 a day. I'm not sure the exact estimation of numbers, but because those are random, it's possible that only spawns 1 a day. So now I'm assuming maybe we can get 5. If we can get 5, what we're looking at is about 10, 50, 100 Primogems daily, and 70, 350, and 700 Primogems weekly. I know those numbers are estimations, and I'm not sure exactly how and where to find the little, the Heliotrop, so that is to be confirmed. Once we have this, we'll add it to our Primogem farming guide, and I'll make the exact calculation of how much you can get every day with this Heliotrop. It might not seem much, guys, but it does build up, and it's also a little fun way to go around. I did go a little deeper with the research as well, just for us, for those that's interested in the lore. So in this post on Reddit, what you also see is you also see the mention of the CEO of the company become a character for the Heliotrop. I want to know more about this, CEO. So on this Reddit post for Dawi, so basically this is a quote by the CEO. We asked ourselves why we he talked about the pricing theories for Genshin Impact, and one of his concepts for the pricing theory is that players are actually paying the game for love because they love the animated characters, waifus, and also they get attracted and they feel, I guess, related. They feel invested in the game. That's why they pay for the game, not because of the schemes or the gacha mechanics that try to trick people for a cash grab. So Mr. Lu is actually one of the big attributions to the success of miHoYo, and I think he's liked by a lot of the team members. So what happened is they designed a little Heliotrop for him so people can smack him up every day. So that's pretty interesting. And keep in mind, guys, the calculations for the Primogems and everything is not No, we don't have any solid information, so those are just estimations for now. Now, if you haven't subscribed, this is a really good time to do so. Make sure you also turn the bell on for the latest news as I find more of them for us. You can see that we're really dedicated for Genshin Impact. We'll have builds, guides, tips, news, and events updates for everything that's Genshin Impact related. Now, coming over to our second news, those are not really great news, but just to inform you guys what's happening. So Zenith over here did make a post about an hour ago. So Apple Store, Google, and PSN stores have changed and increased the price for Brazil, Cambodia, India, Indonesia, Russia, and South Africa. The price changes are pretty massive. I had a quick look, and you can see even at the start package, it's pretty massive, and at the later stage, it's about what, close to 50%, 40% increase in prices. And a lot of the commenters say it's a little ridiculous, this is very expensive. So what's happening is there isn't any official adjustment to this with miHoYo as the developers of Genshin Impact, but I do believe the price changes came from the stores, and also the official issue is due to the Apple Store reinforcing price changes for those countries affecting other platforms. So I don't think it's exactly in the control of miHoYo. So, people are saying they are getting greedier to change the prices, but I think they just followed the pattern of all the platforms. So they just caught up with a wave. I'm not trying to defend them, but this is what's happening. I haven't went into too deep, but in case you guys are in those countries and you're not sure what's happening, I think this is a really important news for you to know what's happening. And also, just a small note on the side. Yes, the price changes are very expensive, and some of us might, came up with ideas like, oh, I wish I paid more money beforehand. But keep in mind, guys, if you didn't spend much in the game, or if you already spent in the game, this is a good time to spend less, because it's more expensive compared to before, and also you get less joy because you're feeling like you're paying for something that's even more expensive than before. So spending less and getting more out of the game with free-to-play and low spending is probably the best way. And if you do spend less, maybe $5 or maybe don't spend anything, you don't get affected by the price changes badly, and also you find more joy in the game. So a lot of our content in the channel, I'll still be, as always, I'll be promoting free-to-play. I'll give you guys tips, guides to get a lot of resource in the game, and we can enjoy the game together with spending less. Next up, we have an official teaser post by miHoYo. So this was posted on the Chinese forum as a teaser. If we translate this thing to English, what they're going to say is, it says the saint thinks that he knows everything, but I wait until I understand the maturity behind those follies. So it's one of those common laws Chinese used to say, and this is made in terms of a small tarot card, and you do see, I'm not sure if it's a tarot card though, but you do see the 12 Fatuis. And people down here also talks about, fools, like they try to make like memes and jokes about it. If we look at this closely, guys, I also found other resource and information, so I'll compare something similar to it. So those are the Fatui symbols. This one is for child. If you remember the leaked battle scene, child actually summons a whale, and child is actually the rich guy with whales. And also, I found something similar. So this one is Vessel, this one's Bennett, this is Child. So those are other symbols for different characters, but we also get to see Child symbols on this one. So I did find a lot of information which previously wasn't too useful, but with a combination of those, we can see what each of the Fatui symbols are. And if you guys are good enough, you can start guessing them. I'm not sure exactly any of the other characters, but I know who Child is though, so I got 1 out of 12. So let me know what you guys think. I'll give you guys the official post. You can have a look at the card and try to guess the symbols for the characters. Now before we finish, there's also a small news post by Internal Dream about getting a little lift when you go to this particular region of the map, when you're going for the ley lines. I thought it was nice, so I thought I'd share with you guys. So what happened is you can see the lift over here, and after that, so he had a ley line over here, he teleported over here, and if he looked closely, there wasn't a lift there. But with a ley line, there's a lift, so you don't have to climb the mountains. I've tried to climb the mountains a few times, it was really annoying, so I thought I'd share this with you guys. So if you do have a ley line to climb the mountains, you can take the lift, so it flies you up. So that's something small on the side. To summarize today's Genshin Impact headlines, we saw Mr. Wei as a little hilichurl who is actually the president of their company, which is, I like the way they put it. And after that, we talk about the price changes across different countries, and the reason behind it is contributing by the Apple Store reinforcing price changes. Finally, we had a look at the teaser tarot card, or the special, the top Fatui card that is shown by Mihoyu on the official forum. And let me know what you think about those guys, and let's see how many you can find. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe and also turn the little bell on for the latest news. I'll be looking towards to make more builds, guides, tips, and news and event updates for us as we come further into the game. And as always, I wish you guys the best of luck with Genshin and have the most fun in exploring this wonderful world.